Hello, welcome to Liana's Little World. Let's get started with making a DIY robe for our dolls. So first you will need some fabric. This is the fabric left of my actual robe when I shortened it. And you'll need some items like a needle, thread, and scissors. I also needed paper to make a pattern on. The pattern is very simple. Lay it flat. Get your doll, lay her flat or him flat. Take a pencil whenever you're happy with the position of your doll, and you're just going to draw a very basic shape around her body. So I'm just drawing underneath her arm, keeping it very loose, and down the side of her body, also very loose, as it's meant to be a nice roomy robe for my curvy Barbie. I take the paper, fold it, and then I will cut it. Once I cut it, I will have a template that I can use on my fabric. Open the template. This is what you should have. So next, I need to take the fabric, I have it inside out, and I fold it in half. Since I've used the bottom of the robe, I already have a hem, which is going to make it very handy for me when I go to sew it later. I place my template on top of it, lining it up near the edge until I'm happy with where it's laying. I want my robe to be slightly longer, so I am going to extend the long part down to the bottom of the fabric. I don't know why I did this, but I took really tiny scissors to try and cut this. Definitely use bigger fabric cutting scissors, as I do later in the video. And I'm just finishing cutting off some excess fabric that I don't need. There you go. You should have two pieces of the same size. Now we just need to pin up the sides where the seam is going to be and under the arm where the seam is going to be. Do this with both sides. Okay, as you can see, now you're ready to sew. I find it quite hard to sew on camera, so I'm just showing you me starting it, and I'll do the rest off camera. So I'll be right back with you when I've sewn it. So here is the seam sewn down the side and under the arms. Then go ahead and pin the top, leaving a gap that you're happy with that your doll's head is going to fit. Okay, I've sewn it. You need to cut the top layer down the middle. I already did off camera, so here's me trying to show you what I did. And then we shall try it on the doll to see what we're looking at. So far so good. I'm really happy with the seam around the sides and under the arms. We can now think about hemming the sleeves and round the shoulders. But I've got a different idea for mine. But if you don't like the idea, just hem it. I am going to add some lace around the edges that I have, a lace ribbon. I folded it in half over the hem and I have pinned it all the way around the sides and the neck. I will also do this on the sleeves too. And this will just be hand sewn on. So here is the finished look when I've done that. It looks really nice. I will need to go around and cut off any small bits of, small bits of thread. But I like it. And I want to give her a belt. You can either make a belt with the rest of the fabric, or for me, I was lucky enough to have ribbon the same colour as the robe. And here's the finished product. Perfect for relaxing in. Thank you for watching the video. See you next time.